How's it going, guys? Kia at Nighthawk Trading again. So it's just a quick video. I've had a few questions about how I set up my chart and stuff like that. So what we'll do is we'll hop in a brand new chart, random one. What one do I not use? Hop in the USD CAD. Something I don't trade. Okay. And this one's not very good because it is choppy. Anyway, that's fine. So I'll hop in my 1 hour, or I'll find my daily, sorry, see where we're going. So we're obviously in a clear downtrend since April. Just got quite choppy now, but even in these choppy markets we can still find our buys and our sells, stuff like that. So first hop on my hourly chart, I'll find my structure, which is here. We'll go from here, this push, pull it back. So it's very choppy right now, so we'll just, you can see there's clear lows. Probably when, what we'll do is we'll hop in a clearer chart, sorry, because this is just very choppy. I wouldn't really trade a choppy chart. Delete this. Let me find Euro GPY. Did I trade that? No. Okay. Let's just clear this chart. So first thing I see, don't even need to go this far. First thing I see is this here. So I'll identify my structure. Got my high, my low, my high, my low. Now we're in this kind of area here. So what we've got here, we've broke, make that a bit thicker for you. We've broke these lows. Now, price, this is our protected low, protected high, sorry. I'm sorry, not the right one. I've not got that, so I'll just write that in. This is our protected highs for this range. This here. This is our protected highs. So, this is our area that we're targeting. So that's our targeted lows. What we're all looking for price to come down to. As you can see, in between this move here, this structure move, we've got down, up, we've got down, up, down, up, down, up, up, down, up, down, up, down. So this is an hour chart. We narrow it down now. We can just look here. So again, we've got down, the break, down. This is where we're at currently. So looking at that, this here is our protected high. Let me save that. Save that quickly. Our protected high. So did not mean that either. Sorry. So this is what I'll do. This is how I set up my chart. I'll get my protected high now. Flip that actually to the top, like so. Yeah, so that's my protected high. This is a 1 hour chart. Remember, I trade on the 1 minute, so I don't need that big of a time frame. So where is price most likely to go from here? That's what I'll first look when I'm at this point. Where is price most likely to go? Is price most likely after this move to come back up here, or is price most likely to keep continuing down past these lows? That's what I'll first look at. So looking at what I'm seeing is we're looking for price now to come down and target these lows and break these lows. For the fact that this area is held, this is our targeted highs, this is our protected highs. So even if here, as I've said in another video, is the chance of price coming up here and breaking this is a lot slimmer than price coming down and breaking this area, because we're on a downtrend. We're creating our lower highs, our lower lows all the way down. So the chance, even that, you could have just left it at that. Obviously that's why we drop in the lower time frame and get a better RR, but that's simply how that's simply how the market works. Is if you're in the down, you're creating these areas, you're creating liquidity, in these areas, liquidity in these areas here. Price is going to come down. So that's a 1 hour. So then I'll hop on the 15 now. See, it's the same thing. Potential, you've got a double top, people would say, a retail double top or a triple top here. So where's price most likely to go? So we want to target around here. This is our target area that we want to take. Now this may not look like a big move, but as I've said, that's 35 pips. If you can catch it on the 1 minute with a tight stop loss, that's a good risk to reward. You don't need to target the whole move either. Target a little step of it. So we'll hop in. Where is our supply and demand areas? Okay, so this is our last push up before the push down. It's an area I'll be looking at, a 15-minute S&D zone. That's my first area. Now, there is potential that it comes up here, but I don't think that's likely. If it's going to come up, it'll probably come up to here. Now again, no trade yet. Hop into 5. Zoom out. Again. This area again is still our S&D zone. So we're waiting for price. If it does so, this is the thing about this strategy, you need to be patient. So if it does come up to here, let's say price does come up here, what are we now looking for? We're hopping on the 1 minute chart. We're looking for a weak to strong hand. We're looking for the change of structure. You can see here, this is a nice example of it happening. You see we're in this consolidation, this range here. All of this consolidation from 6:30 till 10:30. So a good few hours of consolidating. What do we see? We see this, once it finally breaks out of this area here, kind of it's moving, it's not wanting to break, finally pulls back, getting everyone in sells, comes straight back up. Delete these just to make it a little bit clearer. Right, yeah. So once it falls here, what I'm looking for is once it continues down, I'm looking for it retesting this kind of area here. This is where I'm wanting retested before I enter that trade. I want to see it hold. Again, you could take an entry off of that. That could have been your entry point, or for another confirmation, you see that push down, you see that break here, you see it come back up, retest this move here, and down it goes. So that could have been your first entry or your second entry, targeting down here again, or you see it reacts to that area, pushed up a little bit before pushing down. So that's what I'd have been looking for there for now. Delete this. That right there is my area. Sorry, this isn't. This is my area here. This last push up before the push down is now my key area that I'm looking for price to come into. We've also got our imbalance here on the 15 that price could potentially come into. You see again on the 1 minute as well, you've also got your supply and demand zones, whatever, but the higher the time frame, the more Confluence it is. A lot of the time with stronger pairs, what you will see is the 1 minute ones do get respected sometimes when you see the strong moves. Once you see the strong moves down, a lot of the time they don't always come back that far. But that would be my key areas. This would be my imbalance, and imbalance, and that on the 15 minute would be my S&D zone there. Again, you also see here you've got your wedge forming, which could have been another confirmation for you. See that wedge forming, you're in a downtrend, so you're looking for the sells. On that break, let's hop on. You see it break, kind of faking people into sells, coming back up, and then finally dropping after that. So that's what you just kind of need to be aware of, that that drop can be a fake out. You look on the 15, it was just a long wick. So people, what they've did is they've got people are entering in here thinking this is going to fall, comes straight back up, and then it falls once people's stop losses have been hit and stuff like that. Right now it's making the move up. I won't be looking for buys because obviously these are our target lows. We're looking for price to come down to there, and that's kind of how I'd look at my chart. So it's very straightforward. I'll find my up and downs, I'll find my highs and my lows. So that's my highs, that's my lows, and the simple way of finding that is you've got your bigger highs and your lows, so there is still potential price comes all the way back up to here and still drops down. But for this right here, then I'll be looking for the sells. You can see this was my area here. A lot of the time price will either, once I've created a new low like it has here, you see it's created this low, a lot of the time it won't come straight back up. It'll either come just a small move here, or it'll come halfway, or it'll come to the top. So again, you see here it comes up, fills this imbalance, and then it goes down again. Comes up to the top this time, comes down, fills that imbalance, comes back up to our supply and demand area, and then drops again. So of course we've still got this imbalance here to fill. We've also got an imbalance here, so that's what you kind of need to be wary on. You're kind of, it's a waiting kind of game. You need to just wait for your areas. You're waiting to see if price holds the areas, and then you're looking for your weak to strong hand on the 1 minute. So that was kind of, that's the way I would trade it. Again, you've got another opportunity when this breaks, a retest to take that trade again. That's really it. It's very straightforward. How I'll find my where I'm wanting to go. So I'll hop on GU. Again, price is doing exactly what I said yesterday. Coming up, boom, coming. Now it's starting to come down. That's a trade I caught earlier. Just a simple. Even on that's another thing. Even on a downtrend, you can catch the buys using your confirmation. So this is how I caught my confirmations. Again, start TP get hit from 8.82. This was it here. You've got your breaker structure. You've got your sign of strength. This is was it here? Yeah, this was my entry down here. Sorry. This candle here. So the way I seen it was, got my breaker structure, the retest of that area, your supply and demand, your last push up, push down, you got your retest on that area, you've got the push back up. Sorry, this was it here. Yeah, so you get a push up, you've got the down, you've got the retest. What I seen was this little consolidation area. You see it break out. You see it retest that area. That was my entry right there. On that retest was my entry. Stops were just below the wick, 1.2 pips. First TP would have been up here. Your second TP would have been up here, or around this range in this supply and demand area here. Would have been my area. Again, I might actually look for sells now. But again, this is kind of the way I seen it. Seen this strong buying pressure, wicks, all these wicks. You see it does break out, comes back to retest this area again. Doesn't hit my stop loss, we'll drag it along just to show. Doesn't hit my stop loss once, and then boom, comes back straight up to hit my target, take profit. So that was my trade earlier. Very straightforward, simple trade. I'll go over my gold trade as well. This is a quick one. This is a big one that held. Ended up being a 30 RR, 37 RR it actually took. It was a crazy trade, but I just let my partials run at that point. I'll go back to our area here. So this is what I seen. Came into my supply and demand area. Good. Came into my supply and demand area. Here, you got this push down. Got your breaker structure. You've got your sign of strength. You've got coming back, retesting that area, coming back, pushing down a little bit. Then you've got this spring here. This is your fake out, still in your area. Sell on that, stops are just above, and you're targeting again this cluster here. Comes up, whatever, and then drops heavy, as you can see. So that's how I'll trade. Sorry about that. That was simple, my trade there. We're probably going to see price continue up into our highs to break the highs, as I said. We're in the uptrend. You've got your protected lows, your high. What is price targeting? Targeting these highs, which it is doing right now, which I said on the higher time frames. So that's your high, that's your low, your protected low, coming back up to hit to take out the highs before a potential pullback again, and continuing until I see otherwise. So that was kind of it. Very straightforward. That's how I identify my charts. That's how I mark up my charts. First, find your highs, your lows, find the trend direction on whatever time frame. Your 1 hour, probably find your trend direction on your 1 hour, find your highs and lows from that point. Find what you're targeting, what your targeted either lows are if it's a downtrend, or your highs if it's an uptrend. The chance of them getting hit is a lot higher than it reversing. And then once you've found that, you hop in your 5 or your 15 minute, you find your supply and demand areas, and you take your trades from there. And that's it, straightforward as that. Any questions, drop it in the comments, or send me a message on Discord. The Discord link to the groups in the description. But yeah, other than that, that's really it. It's very straightforward from that. So I'm just going to head away, probably do some trading in an hour or so, see if we can catch any pullbacks into these areas to take these buys up to break these highs. But we'll see you all later. Probably have a video out tomorrow at some point, or during this week. But yeah, that's it for now. See you all later.